2 versus 1 now. There's a tag for Get Right. Surely the end is nigh. The USP is out. He tags him again. He's got 14 HP. Back to the scout. Trying to jump around to the Olaf position, but what does he do from here? Simple, look, he loves it. He wants it. He wants it bad. He's got him contained. Oh my god.
Oh! He was looking for something special. There from Zeus. That should help them out. Looking pretty good here, positionally from Na'Vi.
Simple has to do a lot, but he gets insta-traded. 2 versus 4 now for Na'Vi. Not looking great. Bomb's been planted. It is a pistol round, though, so it can be recovered. And that is the way to kick things off. Get Right, however, spots both players there, which means that NIP have time to reposition on the side. Oh, that's a very nice angle from Forrest. Not checked by Electronic because he's exposed to the sides at the same time. And that leaves Edward on his own. What will he choose to do now? I don't know if any of these CTs had a kit, so you may feel like this is the point of no return. Make NIP a lot weaker. And when you are looking for your first buy round, oh god, Rez.
He's going to have to be flawless as NIP decide to rush into the bomb site. Electronic with a good position. They line up.
Oh my god!
That is just so fortunate for Electronic, and he's going to finish it off with class and style.
You do not see aces like that very often. Anomalous ace.
See you on...
Again?
Okay. I'll say see you on Reddit. Maybe Rez is going to have Electro rounds.
Are they going to condition Zeus to stop doing that jump? That's 2 rounds in a row where he's being picked off jumping like that.
Ooh, Rez maybe a bit too quick on the first shot there. Unable to finish off the second player, but Edward offers himself up. It's a 5v3. They've only got 2 deagles.
Maybe we'll see a replay later. Rez looking for more. Finally getting picked off, but 1 kill. Not enough, really, for NIP, for Na'Vi in this situation. Simple repositioning. And now, maybe expecting NIP to try to use the numbers if they know where the AWP is, but are there 2 players towards? Oh dear, never mind. Last 2 players in the B bomb site, and Na'Vi 2 versus 4. I mean, do you save at this point? Their money is in the toilet.
Yeah. It's definitely not the best position, but if Simple can hold on to the AWP and Flamey the AK-47, then they should be okay. But Lekro's going on the hunt. Simple will defend. And I have to say, I was worried that NIP were in a position to overextend, because you commonly see that where they created the 5v3, and then you have a situation whereby Rez is sort of just poking his head out there in a position where he's, already kills have been made. And I think you have to say it at a certain point. I think it's when we saw just recently at the ECS finals, Team Liquid was so good at this, forced NIP into a bad spot where they only have 4 players much earlier on, and that really changes how they'll call the situation. And this might be the spot for that, because they have a better read this time. They've got that forward setup. Electronic goes forwards there. The flashbangs that went off previously. Now Simple makes an appearance, but both Electronic and Simple traded out. That's a 4v3 for NIP. That's ideal for them.
It's on the M4, Flamey on the UMP. It's not a T side, so it can be position dependent. Flamey's playing close. Makes sense for him to have the UMP. 2 on 3. He's got some info for his teammate Zeus, but he might not have seen them moving downstairs on the def cam.
Very diligent stuff there from NIP as they exit the door, checking every nook and cranny. And in one of those crannies, they'll find Edward, and now he has been removed. Sent to the sin bin. 7-2. NIP looking imperious at the moment. This is really cool to see them just looking so confident, and they seem to be in a great flow. Oh no! Oh my goodness! That is the absolute worst possible thing that could have happened. You've got Na'Vi trying to make a counterplay as to what NIP have been doing repeatedly towards the door, and Get Right just walks in, is like, hello, I'll take that, thank you very much. Almost gets the 3rd player as well, and considering that there's 4 members of NIP left alive, this is, again, another disaster for Na'Vi.
That's a demoralizing thing to be on the receiving end of. Get Right chooses to activate at the absolute perfect moment, but the bomb carry is being picked off. Electronic not choosing to try and continue to fight there. He knows it's going to be picked up. And Electronic's lurk has not paid off on this occasion. Is Zeus good for a second one, though? He is. Well, Edward will steal the kill through the hole in the door. Now Dennis is moving up, and risks will be taken, and maybe it will be a 3rd round for Na'Vi.
Yeah, looking fantastic. Forrest's position is pretty awesome, but if only he had the bomb, although he is about to be surrounded. Let's see how he handles it. He's using the bang position to fall back, and he hears all the noise here, so he's going to have that advantage. So clean, so fast from Forrest, not showing his age at all. That's one thing we love about Forrest. But he will be backstabbed. He'll be ended by Simple. It was a nice little effort at the end there to get some more stats. Incredible as well, and very well-rounded as a player. So, oh, that's just dirty, isn't it? Cheeky USB bullet straight through the smoke, finds the head of Electronic, and Zeus might be able to remedy this. Only gets one, though. Rez will control his fights very, very well. And NIP looking pretty strong here.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
Na'Vi, they're going to look to open up things towards A and connector first. They have a pretty good spread of map control. I like that NIP are trying to control the Suez position at the moment. Ooh, nice trade there from Flame. Very important, but Get Right is there waiting and ready. The setup was good for NIP. 4v3 for them.
Edward trying to get something done. Rez was lurking around here earlier while the smoke was up. There is Simple. The bomb spotted in connector. But Na'Vi have personnel towards A and towards B, so it's not quite clear what's going on just yet for NIP. But they have a player starting to move down long. They're looking for that information, this CT side. 2 players in the B bomb site, and Rez will be the one to take the risks.
Teammates can try to save on the B bomb site. That's an option. But if he is successful, maybe there's a chance for them to actually make this round work. Rez will go down, but he's got the information of both players. He heard the running of Simple. He saw with his own eyes the other player Zeus up A long, and NIP will go for a split. So Lekro just created some noise there, some distraction. Na'Vi only have 2 players. So there is great potential for this split to do some damage. Although Get Right's been discovered. Oh, he gets the engagement he wants. And now it's down to Simple, the 1v2, but he'll fall. Thanks to Lekro. Side of the map, but they have to break the position of Dennis and Rez. And Dennis will take the attention. Rez goes in for the follow-ups, and he will be fantastic for it. He can't upgrade the gun, but he's done his job. He's taking down 2 players for the price of 1. Get Right gets another one, and they were not suspecting that 3-man setup ready to go in the toilet position. Now Simple is in a 1v4 to save the map for his team. There's frag number 1, but he's got a hell of a long way to go.
36 seconds. He does not have all the time in the world, and Lekro is picking a nasty spot. He's fired some bullets, though, and that's enough information for Simple. Even time for a spray. Rotation now. They're just going to be on the B bomb site, but he doesn't know that. He needs to get the bomb down before they start to move into position. Going for the fake. Forrest is moving on the low ground. That wall bang was almost on point. Get Right with the flank. Simple knows he's out of time. Can he find the first player? He was close. He made the best of it he could, but that will be the first map going to Ninjas in Pyjamas. We will soon see, or maybe it does both. Indeed it does, but the frags will still kick off for NIP.
Yeah, Get Right now trying to peer over the stairs. He will be shut down by Zeus, and with the bomb ticking away in a 4v3. NIP definitely not looking in good stead to find a way to make this one work. But they are rallying themselves. They are trying to get into position here to make the comeback into the bomb site, and they've announced their presence, and a split comes in. A tension between Connector and CT will not work out well for Flamey. Lekro showing his prowess, his pistol skills, as now it's down to him and only him. Simple and Zeus. Oh, that is stunning there from Lekro. He's looking for the last one, but Simple knows he doesn't have to peek, and the time on the bomb will do the rest. Oh, there we go. Get Right. Oh, it's a shame. He only wins himself a Mach 10 and a Molotov. He's going to take that Mach 10 and run. And I wonder if his teammates can do any more damage there. It's fun. You don't see the taser too often used, but it is effective at those close ranges. And I'm sure Zeus, actually, doesn't. The irony is not lost on Zeus that he dies to the Zeus. So Get Right still just chilling in the apartment. Seems like Forrest is going to find a pistol frag, and LIP doing good damage, if nothing else. If they can't win the round, they're going to take a lot of players out.
But one player's essentially stuck on ramp because you never know when Get Right's going to pop up. Now they know he's dead. He can come forward and support his teammates. So that was a problem. And look at the red that they were left with. Could have been even worse for Na'Vi. And so Dennis will be in the window. There's a teammate, I think it's Rez, I suppose, moving into connector, and Simple gets picked off very quickly. Maybe Flamey trying to trade that kill. Gets picked off by Dennis in the window.
Yeah, Rez is a really good player to be the man playing that connector position. His rifling is so strong, and he's so good at multi-fragging. Get Right knows he's not been spotted on the first player. He's going to spot the second one as well, and he will finish off the first. And I like that. He's going to fall back. 25 seconds left. That was cool. I mean, Get Right actually reset the situation. I think there's a lot of players there that would have tried to take down both at once.
Been pushing into the site with the duels and so on. You can see Electronic playing his spawn. Oh my god, that is gross. That's nasty. That's not one of the positions you normally pre-fight. You expect somebody to be making their way over towards connector. This is a common counter smoke you see from a CT side. It keeps some control of the area, so if there was a push coming into the B bomb site, it allows his team to rotate behind that smoke through the door of the market area. But as you can see, Na'Vi have just been baiting the counter grenades from their opponent for the time being, fitting the numbers elsewhere. And now that is an open B bomb site. 3 versus 2 though. There is some room for NIP.
Yeah, the health is not perfect on 2 of the 3 Na'Vi players, so definitely a decent enough chance, but it's very difficult. Flamey with a good spot, and he'll fall back, which is a really smart way to play that position. Doesn't allow any openings here for NIP. Rez will escape with an AK-47, but not much else. Okay, so that's really nice here from NIP initially, that they were able to sort of stagger this push, but it may not work out in the end because nice trade. Oh, Get Right's going to go straight up the ladder. That could have been huge. Simple watching for it, and he's going to get a fast one to CT spawn as well, showing his class. Showing his speed as is Electronic. Fast as a lightning. Electronic with a couple nice headshots there to end the round. Only 3 rounds for NIP so far, and their money's looking a bit terrible. So, So
I do wonder, I would imagine Forrest was just spotting with his teammate in case there's a push mid and then rotates the bomb towards the ramp position. But now Dennis is on a quest, and we may have some funky calls here from Ninjas in Pajamas to deal with having lost a player. Well, Dennis will change things. Pistol God continues to be so.
Ooh, don't test him. Simple will take him down, though, and it's a 3v3. And I actually think the approach from NIP is kind of cool. It looks really bad if it goes wrong because, you know, you have Glocks not using the numbers advantage, not gaining positioning, but you have Glocks trying to move in between the gaps of the defense and try to get a surprising engagement. And Dennis remedied the situation. Now the rain push comes into the B bomb site, and things are on Simple's shoulders. Only has 1 frag so far. He needs to get 3 more to win this one. Has a USP. Plenty of bullets. Can he get the info that he needs, though? Already spotted. So, no. Denied. Forrest wins the battle, and that is an incredibly important round for NIP. Now you can really say, okay, NIP, they got a chance in this one if they're able to defeat the Force spy that's coming. A contact play perhaps here into the A site could be on the cards, as Lekro picks up the kill into middle. Now they're really well set up for this push into the A bomb site because Lekro is creating some distraction. He's pulled a little bit of a rotation, so now it's just 1 player on the site dedicated, which is Flamey. He's fallen back into a retake position, and NIP can take this bomb site.
There goes Lekro. Mid position is back in control, and there is a long flank coming in towards T-spawn for Na'Vi. They have a man disadvantage, so these Na'Vi players in CT are going to have to be patient. Now, Forrest is in a jungle position. He can look to flank these CT players as well, so we might get flanks on flanks. Electronic still alive, Zeus position unknown. Electronic doing work now, Get Right looking, wide peeking, and that's an AK to be collected by Zeus. 2-on-2, all of a sudden now it's 2-on-1. Forrest in that jungle position, the last man standing. He doesn't know where he is just yet. He sees the trajectory of the smoke grenade. Has his silencer conceded his position? I think it did. Zeus now in the smoke, and he's running out of bullets, has to go for the CZ, but Zeus doesn't know they're going wide. Oh my god, that's disgusting! What on earth was that? 4 rounds now. NIP continue to charge. Only 1 round won in this half by Na'Vi, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, their money's gone if they lose this round, and it's a good start for them, but the trade comes in. Lekro has taken some damage, but they've got to make this work, and Rez will defend mid as well. Na'Vi really committing to that. Electronic wanted to make the trades go back in the favor of his team, but they were not able to do so. And now perhaps the problem is compounding. It's 4v3 for NIP.
Now, how could they possibly plant the bomb? 2 versus 3. They've got no smoke grenades. They need to get some frags here. They've got time to do it. There are 4 seconds on the clock. Here comes Edward for a trade. Where is Rez? I think they've realized where he is roughly. Getting pre-fired by Flamey in CT, and now Flamey's down to 2 HP. Rez, can he finish things off? No! Just above Flamey's head. Flamey gets the headshot.
Well, here we'll see NIP with quick mid control and the creep from Electronic. This is a big moment. If Electronic dies, the connector player is very critical, and he's going to get the pick off, the kill onto Lekro. That's
no defuse kits on the on the CT side. So despite the initial success, ironically, flaming from the get right position, taking get right out. So despite the success in this round, if it didn't go this way, again, I just feel like some of the money spent in an eco round would have had more purpose in this buy round. But so far they have 4 unanswered kills, and it looks like NIP on 12 rounds might be the pressure Na'Vi needed to find the game point here on Mirage. Not a single player lost. Could not be more perfect for Na'Vi.
But alrighty then. I wasn't expecting that get right. Okay, this is a weird round. This is a very weird round. Like the entirety of both teams is at the B-bomb side, basically.
Oh my God. I have a lot to say, but there's no time to say it just yet. Somehow we're in a 2 versus 4 versus this almost protest buy from Na'Vi. Very weird situation. Ironically, it's the players who, I think Electronic spent like the B bomb site. In the meantime, T ramp is being pushed, but Electronic spots things with an off angle, and looks like NIP are going to lose the map in the most unlikely of rounds. Now we've got the re-rotation, but it's not needed. And Na'Vi take it 16-13. And I was T players streaming through the site. Rez getting picked off eventually. Lecro's seen the bomb now, and it's surrounded by these smokes. Gives him a few seconds of extra play, but the smokes have gone now. But the numbers are here. Flamey trying to position for a 1v1, but he loses the 1v1. And that is 1-0 to Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Flamey looking to strike as he moves forwards with Simple. Simple does get sprayed through the smoke though. Nice follow-up from NIP as Rez is the one to get that frag, though the trade is quickly made onto Forest. To do something, the play must be made. He's spotted going forwards. He'll be punished by Edward, lopping his head straight off. Get right though, standing to attention, coming out of the connector position. Now will lock away the remaining players from Na'Vi, and perhaps after all, NIP could recover here.
Wrapping towards, they're on old bomb train. Ships in the night. There's no way Lecro doesn't 180 here, surely. Looks towards Ivy. Oh, made 1 step. Oh, he made 1 step! And that makes it a 2 versus 1. Not planting bomb trains, he's planting for Pop Dog, which is really weird, all things considered. And it will cost him his life, and that gives Get Right the 1 versus 1. Electronic moving towards the main position. Get Right seems to have an idea about this. He has a kit, so he can wait a few seconds, but he stopped looking at the wrong time, looks back, and he still gets the kill. And I really wonder if they planted back trains, what might have happened.
To go quite well. You don't want to lose too many players. Brilliant setup there. Very, very meta. That's very much, what we're seeing in the meta. The baits. Nipam comes out, and there's the response from the CT setup as well. Able to trade out eventually. Nice patience there from Dennis to wait for the perfect moment to get that trade and not to overplay his hand. But we'll see Na'Vi quickly gravitating towards the B-bomb side. Very, very quickly, in fact. Edward with a pop straight to Dennis's face. Now down to Get Right in the defense. He does get the first one, but there's way more where that came from. Get Right steps into the open, and that will be the last move he makes in this round as now Forest and Rez rotate for the save.
Rez with a nice angle on Flamey, who was looking on the other side. More common emergence. Forest makes sure no one is lurking in the smoke, as they often can be crouching at the bottom of that short slope, but nobody's there. Rez being picked off by the AWP. And Forest, I think, just deployed his smoke, which might have saved him here. But the burst, it seems that Simple is trapped, trying to go for a jump frag, but elevation will help him. And now Zeus is around the corner. He's on a sidewalk position, and surely Forest never expects this. No one picking from the high ground. He's not going to turn around in time, and it is a free kill for Na'Vi. The worst does happen for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They get the reset completely wiped out, and surely this is an 11-4 half now for Na'Vi.
Yeah, again, a fast move into the outside position. I think this is a good way to do it because LAP otherwise going to be very aggressive. That's a great spray down from Edward. Catches 2 by the bomb train, though. Forest will return 2 just as quickly. And the serve will go straight back once again into the court of NIP. And they are looking very good at the moment here. Well, their health is not very good, but the 3v2 is definitely much better than they would have expected going into this round, I would imagine. Let's see if they can weather the remaining AKs. Full HP for Zeus. Oh, what a flash. That is so perfect. Wait, was that from Simple over the top?
Ivy.
Oh, okay, from Ivy. Okay, that's good. Simple now on the clutch mission. 1v3. There's the first one. 2 more to go.
Not sure if he saw any of Forrest there. Maybe a question mark on the radar or something. Ooh, Get Right has no idea that Simple could be flanking. Is he going to check the bomb train, though? He's checked connector, but he's not looking at the bomb train. Oh, look, turn around, do the 180. Surely now. Yes, there it is. Oh, hello. And off he goes. He knows that Forrest has got to be around the A site somewhere. Rotates quickly to B. Side plant as well. Could be anywhere. This might work out well for him. Forrest has picked up an AK, though. Both strong aimers. And Simple, will he expect this IV position? Pop dog position, rather. First shot, and that is a wrap. 11-4 for Na'Vi. Some scares, but here they are. They won't want this one to be brief. Dennis, the pistol god, is the first to drop. Not a good sign. Rez will get some revenge. There is a play moving up the IV position as they spread across A. Is there pressure for them to get this bomb down while the smokes are up? Now they've got the... Okay, look at this. Only one frag for Na'Vi, and then that was it. They went absent afterwards.
Yeah.
NIP, do what is needed.
And no one's peeking.
Yeah, that is crippling. We've got stereo frags coming in from Na'Vi. Simple with the scout once again, but there is some revenge being had. But Simple continues to be a problem with this freaking scout. 2 versus 1 now. There's a tag for Get Right. Surely the end is nigh. The USP is out. He tags him again. He's got 14 HP. Back to the scout. Trying to jump around to the Olaf position, but what does he do from here? Simple, look, he loves it. He wants it. He wants it bad. He's got him contained. Oh my god.
Oh! He was looking for something special.
For Simple, I think it is. Oh, he's ready for it. Straight in the face. Straight in the face from Simple. And the setup is not even revealed with his use in the corner there. But no one else is there to harass, and I think the flank has already begun for the CT side, and they are still getting kills here on the A side. The pop flash towards main, and Rez is eliminated by Simple. So it is 4 players on the A side. There's a flank towards main from the final CT player, who doesn't need to continue the flank here. Like Zeus in this position, because he's the only person containing the rotation. Often CT will just hold his position. Going for an extremely long-range spray. I don't know why. All he needs to do is tap in that situation, but there we go. So now they don't have eyes on a potential rotation. They haven't seen the bomb. So Forrest could theoretically make his way towards B. Not quite happening, though. Now they see the bomb. 47 seconds, however, for this rotation to come in. There's still play for NIP here.
B for Ali, and so if you have Pop Dog as the CTs, that's a nice spot to have, but really announcing his presence there. Now Electronic will go down silently, but Lecro seems to be ready and waiting for this one. Ooh, they're looking for the trade frag. I won't do it in time. Nice positioning there from the likes of NIP. And you wonder, again, if you look at Overpass, and then you look at this, it's hard to imagine the difference in NIP, I think. I think Na'Vi have been pretty stable throughout the series individually. I think we just saw a big drop-off after map 1 from NIP in that category.
That does allow Na'Vi to get into very forward positions. Use force back quickly, and we've got the frags raining in here for Ninjas in Pyjamas, but the bomb's been picked off. 40-second mark could be worse. Does Electronic go to his right once again? He does, and manages to survive for the time being, but eventually they will be eliminated. Simple now, last man standing, 2 in the red. Now it's Lecro with 9 HP after 2 super fast frags from Simple. He starts to collect the bomb, but he will not be allowed to. That is it. 2-1 in favor of Na'Vi over Ninjas in Pyjamas here on Train.